Well, hey there, you awesome bipeds, quadrupeds, and even the occasional dinosaurs. It is I, Little Wolf, and welcome to my den. Go ahead and come on in, but please wipe your paws before entering, and go ahead and take a seat by the fire. The cauldron is bubbling, so you can have your choice of tea, coffee, or hot chocolate. I myself I'm partaking in Coca-Cola with coffee, the vanilla flavor right now, and I really like it. Okay, so it is hump week for at least another 5 hours where I am, and usually for Wednesdays I do have my Fireside radio dramas, and so I thought we'd jump back into that. And I did find another series that I thought would be fun to look into, and it's called The Whistler. And before we jump into that, I know these shows help out a lot of different people get through their week, just like my Monday cartoon videos help people get through their Mondays and any other day that ended in Y. But if you ever have a tough time thinking you can't make it through something, please try and talk to either your friends or your family or someone you consider close. But if you can't do that, you could always hit me up on Discord and talk to me or any of my friends in either my Little Wolf's Den or my Swordsman group. But if you don't think you can do that and you're in the United States, you can always hit up the U.S. Suicide Hotline number, which is 1-800 273 8255. Once again, that's 1-800 273 8255. And if you're into texting more, you can text them at 741 741. But if you're outside of the US, which would be everybody else on the earth, you can always hit up the website suicide.org/international suicide hotlines.html, and they'll have a list. They'll have that. They'll have a list of different websites of all the other countries out there and hotlines and numbers that you can get a hold of people that you need to if you feel like you need to talk or you need help. So please consider these options if you really feel like you need help. Okay, so, like I said, we're going to be jumping into the Whistler show. And let's see here. I have some stuff backed up here on the Oracle. No, not that one. Alright. Now, The Whistler was an old radio program that dealt with a lot of murder and mystery and things like that, and it was progressively a West Coast thing on the United States. And the Oracle here says that I found from, let's see here, radiodownloads.com. It says, The Whistler was a radio mystery anthology that debuted on the CBS radio on May 16, 1942. The show was heard only on the West Coast and had Signal Oil as a main sponsor. There were attempts to broadcast the show on the East Coast, one on July to September 1946, and the other on March 1947 to September 1948, with Campbell Soup and Household Finance as suggested sponsors. The show centered on a character called the Whistler, the mysterious narrator of various murder stories. The role was given to popular radio announcer Bill Foreman, although there were occasions where other personalities like Mervyn Miller, Bill Johnstone, Gail Gordon, Everett Clark, and Joseph Kearns took over. Despite the show being broadcast on the West Coast only, The Whistler was able to become one of the most popular and longest-running crime mysteries, and it ended on September 22nd, 1955. And it says click here if you would like to read more. So let's go ahead and see what else it says here. Scrolling. Most crime shows are pretty much alike. There is a crime and therefore a criminal. Before we even know what the crime is, we know that justice will catch up with the criminal. That is just the way things work in radio. Crimes must be punished. Most of the time, the instruments of justice are agents of the police or the court system. Sometimes a private investigator is the instrument of justice, while a public official doing his or her job is expected to combat crime. When the PI goes against the crooks, he creates the image of an unwilling hero who comes to the defense of society, not because it is his job, although the PI expects to get paid, but because society needs to be defended. The Whistler takes a slightly different approach to punishment of crimes. While the standard instrument of justice are in place, it is seemingly impartial hand of fate which dispenses justice. The Whistler is told from the killers was told from the perspective of the murderers. The show was first produced by J. Donald Wilson and later George Allen directed, rotating different radio stars like Joe Kearns, Kathy and Elliot Lewis, Betty Lou Gerson, Hans Conrad, and more. The stars of the show, the whistling tune itself, were performed by Dorothy Roberts. The Whistler tune had 37 notes in total. Wilbur Hatch composed and directed the fine mood music. The Whistler himself tells the story, but not part of it. He talks to the characters, although they do not hear him. I am the Whistler, and I know many things, for I walk by night. I know many strange tales, hidden in the hearts of men and women who have stepped into the shadows. Yes, I know the nameless terrors of which they cannot speak. Of course, the bad guys set up the perfect crime. They may or may not be justified in their crimes. They may be set up a course of justifiable revenge, or they are protecting someone else from the clutches of someone even more nefarious. In other cases, they are simply above the law and are getting someone out of the way. In every instance, the murderer has set up the perfect crime which they would get away with if fate did not step in and upset their careful plans. In some stories, the killer finds himself facing a tall gent with robes and scythe, and the only one who can save him is the one he already killed. Other times, the reasons for the crimes are resolved in mere moments after the crime is committed. Murder is not something you can take back. The ominous horror host is a device used in a number of programs. The Traveler, The Man in Black, and Raymond from The Inner Sanctum. All seem to take place as all seem to take as much delight in murder as they did in solving the crime. The Whistler takes us into the mind of the killer, and whether we find remorse there or only infinite evil, the important thing is that justice will find the killer. Where the Inner Sanctum's Raymond shocked us with his quips about the body count, the Whistler reminds us that no matter how clever the killer is, justice will find him, and fate will have the last laugh. The Whistler always finishes his stories with a fatalistic rash, and the strange ending of tonight's story is rarely what one expects. In the world of the Whistler, fate has few speed bumps for the hasty acts of the foolish. Those with a taste for crime and macabre will enjoy the world of the Whistler. And that is what I can find on that part. And so let's go ahead and jump into the story that we're going to do tonight, and it is called The Nemesis. And its air date was January 10th, 1943. A magician slash hypnotist finds out the hard way about a prediction about the end of a great career. The location is a large sinister railway station. A dark silent man and a beautiful blonde woman watch the crowd of passengers getting off a train. Eventually they see the man they are looking for, Cartier the magician, and lead him away to start a 5-day quest to recover £2,000. If he fails his mission, it will be the end of Cartier's wonderful career. And I did take the chance to actually sit down and listen to this beforehand, and I find it a very interesting story, especially if you think about the different things that can happen when you're able to be hypnotized or you're able to hypnotize people. What would you do with that kind of a power? What would you do if you could take control of somebody's mind and control their actions and control what they do throughout their day or for a moment or that little bit of time that you can have control of them? What would you do? And in this case, we find out what this gentleman will do. So let's go ahead and sit back, grab our drink of choice, grab a snack, turn off the lights, and turn on our imaginations. And let's see what happens in The Nemesis.
You're one of the country's greatest magicians, Cartier, so I'll give you a good trick to do. I'll give you till Saturday to get that money.
I don't like your attitude, Grolberg. I'll pay you that money when I get good and ready.
Sunday night, and again, CBS presents The Whistler.
I, the Whistler, know many things, for I walk by night. I know many strange tales, many secrets hidden in the hearts of men and women who have stepped into the shadows. And so I tell you tonight the strange story, The Nemesis. A big railroad station in America's biggest city. Many people here, many lonely people, many desolate souls, many strange people. Look over there, standing beside that exit, a beautiful girl with blue eyes and blonde hair. Lovely creature. Beside her stands a man, a dark, silent man. The blonde and the silent man search the crowd from the incoming trains feverishly. Then suddenly the beautiful blonde speaks.
Lou, there he is. That's Cartier.
Where?
The swanky one with the Homburg hat and the cane.
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, Sandra. I'll get him.
See you later. You know what to do.
Yeah, I know. So long, Sandra.
Lou, the dark, silent one, slips quickly through the crowd and steps up behind the man in the Homburg hat.
Your name Cartier?
What?
Cartier the Great? The magician?
Why, that's right. Who are you?
Doesn't matter. Just start walking.
What'd you say?
Out the door. That's a gun in your ribs, Mr. Cartier, so just keep walking.
What does this mean? I demand an
Just keep walking. To that cab at the curb.
Where are you taking me?
You'll be surprised.
Yes, Cartier, you will be surprised. You're going to the very place you planned not to go. But here you are, Cartier, right in front of it. A tall office building on 42nd Street.
All right. Get out, Cartier. You know where you are now.
Grolberg. It's Grolberg.
Get out. And no funny moves. I'll go along with you.
Careful, Cartier. Very careful across the walk into the elevator and up to the 7th floor. Well, here we are, the 7th floor.
All right, I'll leave you here, Cartier. Go on in.
What does he want? What does Grolberg want?
I don't know, buddy. But go on in, you'll find out. See you later.
Oh, there you are, Grolberg. Well, what a surprise. I really didn't expect to find you here this time of night.
And why did you come?
Oh, I wanted to see you.
Did you? I sent someone to see that you did come.
Well, now, wait a minute. I resent this. I'm getting a new manager tomorrow.
No, you're not. Not tomorrow or any other day.
Wait a minute. Are you threatening me, Grolberg?
That depends. Where is it?
What?
The $2,000 you owe me.
Oh, well, I had a little trouble.
You used
you
that
see.
the last trip.
Well, I'm sorry to say I haven't a cent, but I'll get it now. Give me a little time.
I've given you 2 years.
You'll get it. You act as though I was trying to beat you out of it.
You would if you got half a chance. Now get this. I need that money, and I need it right away. I'm giving you exactly 5 days to dig it up.
But I haven't got it.
And get it. I'll be waiting here at 6 o'clock next Saturday night. And believe me, Cartier, you'd better have it.
And if I don't?
And I'll blackball you in every agency in the country. I'll see that you never work in vaudeville again.
You wouldn't dare.
Wouldn't I?
Goldberg, I'll pay you that $2,000. When I get ready.
Saturday night.
No bushy-haired, fat face like you is going to threaten me. I don't need you. I can get a booking any day in the week.
Try it.
I don't like your nasty attitude. Good night, Grolberg.
Wait a minute, Cartier. How would you like to dig up 3,000 instead of 2?
What do you mean?
Take a look at this. Ever see this check before?
George Welton, $1,000.
Notice your signature. And see what it says? No account in this bank. You know, you shouldn't pay gambling debts with rubber checks.
Where'd you get that?
Georgie Welton needed some money, so I took it off his hands. Georgie's my partner now.
What are you going to do with it?
Keep it till 6 on Saturday night. If you don't hand over the money, this goes to the DA. 6 o'clock, Cartier.
You're a swine, Grolberg.
You'll get the money?
No. No, not by Saturday, not 10 years from Saturday.
That final?
Yes, that's final.
Okay, too bad. This is the end of a great career.
And you can go to the devil. Better get booking. Who'll I see first? Matt Rubicam.
Well, here you are, Cartier, standing in his office. It's Tuesday morning. You've got till Saturday.
Good morning. May I help you?
Yes, I'd like to see Mr. Rubicam. Cartier is the name.
Mr. Cartier to see you, Mr. Rubicam. Oh, yes, sir. He says he can't see you, Mr. Cartier. He's in conference.
What?
I'm sorry.
Nat Bromley, there's a swell guy. Tried to sign me up for years.
It's Wednesday now. Not much time left. Hurry, Cartier.
Nat, how are you?
I'm busy.
Look, I want to talk to you about a booking.
Leave your number with the boy.
Bromley, I wouldn't let you handle me if you begged me on your knees. I'm Cartier the Great. I'm big time. I'll show him.
It's Wednesday now. Only 2 days left. Harry Masnick. Tackle him.
Hello, Harry. How goes it?
Oh, hello, Cartier.
I want to talk over that offer you made me.
What offer?
Why, any one of the 10 you made me last year.
You don't seem to remember any offer.
What? Are you kidding?
What do you do?
Now, wait a minute. Get down off your high horse, Harry.
Sorry, magic ain't going this season. I could place a dog act.
If I didn't think you were kidding, I'd take a poke at you. It's Grolberg, that dirty rat. I didn't think he'd do it. Cut me out as clean as a whistle. This is Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, and the next day is... What was it Grolberg said?
The end of a great career.
This is Saturday. Not much time now. Time. That's what you want, Cartier. Time, remember? Hurry. It's 5 till 6. Grolberg's waiting.
Hello, Grolberg.
Oh, hello.
Now, look, Grolberg, have a heart, will
What do you want?
I didn't think you'd go through with it. I can't get booking any place. Now, how do you expect me to pay you back?
You said you didn't intend to.
I know, but I've got a proposition to make about that check.
Nothing doing. You made your choice.
Now, you're not really going to turn it over to the DA?
With pleasure.
I see. Hey, what's that gun on your desk for?
Gun? Oh. I figured you'd be coming back, but I wasn't sure just what frame of mind you'd be in.
You expect me to believe that?
I don't care whether you do or not.
You know what I think?
I'm listening.
I think your back's against the wall. I think you're broke and you're facing something unpleasant.
Well, if I am, you aren't helping much.
I might.
How?
I've got a ring here that's worth at least $2,000.
Oh, I don't want any ring.
Now, wait a minute. Take a look at it. It's a cat's eye.
Yeah?
Yeah, it looks 4 miles deep. Notice the cut, the coloring, the depth of it.
Yeah.
This ring is worth money, Goldberg. A lot more than that check. I can't pay you all I owe, and maybe you can't pay all you owe, but a little would help us both.
Yeah?
You notice the fire in it? You see? You notice how it flares?
Yeah.
You're broke, Goldberg. You're broke. That's it. You're a failure. You haven't a chance. You're through. Look at this ring. This ring for the check. Okay. Give me the ring. There's only one way out for you, Goldberg. Better take that gun on your desk and use it for a one-way ticket. That's the best way out for you. You're a failure. You're washed up. You're through.
A failure. Washed up. Through.
Sorry, Goldberg. Good night.
Tom? Oh, Mr. Cartier.
What time is it?
5 after 6.
Thanks. Good night. See you in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Hello there, Billy. Give me a hand with these buckets, will you?
Sure. Well, what for you starting on tonight?
7. Mainly's taking them up to 6. There we are.
That's got it.
Work. At 65, I should have a place of me own with a garden. And here I am, slaving away at $12 a week.
Ain't much. But I only make 17, and I got a wife who likes clothes.
I heard that before.
Here you are.
Thanks. I'll ring when I'm ready for the next floor. Oh, what's that?
A shot. Come from right across the hall.
Goldberg's office.
Come on. Gee whiz. It's Goldberg.
Shot himself. Holy Mother, get the police.
Now, the same night, and we are standing at an open window, 8 flights up, still in Manhattan. That wide space out there is Washington Square. Yes, we're on Washington Square South, Greenwich Village. Artists, sculptors, models, actors, poets, and paupers. Behind you, in this cheap apartment, a party's in progress.
Oh, come on, folks. How about another drink?
Okay, make mine a Tom Collins.
I'll have a Cuba Libre.
Help yourself in the kitchen. That's the best way. What's wrong with you, Sandra?
Nothing's wrong. Why?
Oh, come on now. Why mope? Cheer up.
Hey, Jerry. Who else is coming tonight?
Oh, quite a crowd.
Do you know who I like?
No, who?
That big, good-looking football player from Oklahoma. You know, the one he laughs all the time.
Ralph Brent?
Yeah, I like him. He's wealthy, isn't he?
Oh, that is why you like him. Who else is coming?
Well, remember Cartier, the magician?
Oh,
He said
yes.
he'd try to come.
Oh, maybe he'll do some of his tricks again. Oh, golly, it's hot in here.
Well, Ricardo, open that window in the kitchen. Get a breeze in there, huh?
Oh, somebody's at the door.
Hello, Cartier. Glad you could make it. You know everybody. Make yourself at home. Refreshments in the kitchen. Help yourself.
Thanks. Hello, everybody.
Oh, hello, Cartier.
I think you know everybody. Sandra Hale. Cartier the Great.
Oh, yes, the magician. Yes, I should say I do know him.
Hello, Sandra. How are you? Will you help me in the kitchen?
Why, can't you pull your drinks out of your hat?
yeah, but it's awful stuff.
Come along, then.
Now, let's see. What have we? Oh, yes. This is for me. How have you been, Sandra?
I hear you've been on the road a year.
That's right. Didn't you miss me? What have you been doing?
Modeling.
Modeling? Here, watch. There. Drink right out of your sleeve. Ever see that one?
Yes, too often. Better save your tricks for the crowd. They'll be jealous. Come on, let's join them.
All right.
Come on, Cartier. We're waiting to be hoodwinked. What have you got in your bag this time?
Oh, a few oldies, couple of new ones.
We don't care. I love them all.
Okay. Now, wait a minute. You see this scarf? Now, wait a minute. All right, here's the scarf. Now, nothing in it. I wave it twice in the air, pass it around the room, and then I place it gently on Bella's head. Now, I remove the scarf, and there you are.
What is it? What happened?
Well, feel the top of your head, Bella.
Ain't it there?
Oh, feel.
Okay. That's a dirty trick.
Oh, you scared us to death.
Oh, she'll get over it. It was a white mouse. Come on in here, Sandra. I want to talk to you. Tell me, who do you model for, Sandra?
I did do some fashion photographs.
Did?
Yes, but lately it's been slow.
How lately?
Well, as a matter of fact, I worked only 4 times this year.
Only 4 times.
Mm-hmm. My books show $100 in the past year.
Really? Well, why don't you try something else? Why waste time modeling?
What, for instance?
Oh, why don't you marry me, Sandra? You know I love you. I've always loved you.
Why don't you give me a job?
As what?
An assistant?
So, you know, I believe you've got something there. I'd like that.
Good. When do we start rehearsal?
Right now.
Now? Oh, this is so sudden.
Oh, there's a lot to learn. It takes several months of hard work.
I don't mind.
You know, I've got several new ideas for next season, but I haven't decided on anything definite.
We could do a hypnotist act. I could be a stooge.
Hey, Cartier, come out of the kitchen. The big championship fight's on tonight. You want to listen? The preliminaries are on now.
Okay, just a minute. We're busy.
We can sure see that.
Sandra, have you ever been hypnotized?
Never. Why?
Well, it would make a terrific act.
Well, how do you know you can hypnotize me?
I could try.
Okay, try it.
All right. Here's a ring. Now, you gaze into it. Don't look away. Just keep gazing. You're going to sleep. The ring. You're getting drowsy. You can hear no sound but my voice. Repeat what I say.
I am going to sleep. I am getting drowsy. I can hear no sound but your voice.
No sound but my voice. Take this pad and pencil. Write. Jerry is a simpleton. Now, wake up. Sandra.
Huh? What? Oh, how do you know you can?
Can what?
Hypnotize me.
I've just done it. Isn't this your writing?
Well, yes, but I didn't write
Oh,
this.
but you did. You did. I saw you, and very good. Say.
But I wouldn't write anything like this.
Wait. Let's try it again. Here, look in the light. Sleep. Sleep. My voice. My voice. You can only hear my voice. You're now asleep. Do you see Madison Square Garden? There's a fight going on. What round is it?
2.
If one man falls, tell me.
1 falls.
Which one? Where are your cats?
Cats, they hold up the other's hand.
Sandra, wake up. Wake up!
Oh. What did I do?
Oh, nothing very important. Come with me, ladies and gentlemen, quiet, please. I wish to make an announcement.
Oh, go ahead and make it.
From this day on, the act of Cartier the Great shall be billed as Cartier and Sandra. Yes, I've discovered a new partner. She is clairvoyant to the nth degree. I shall develop my new hypnotism act, and Sandra is to be my assistant. All right, okay. Come here, Sandra. Take this ring. Sit down. I'm going to show you, pighead, something. Now, all right, now, Jerry, now, I don't know who you've invited here tonight, and if I did, there's no way of our telling who'll walk in the door next. Is that right? Yeah. Well, I'm going to hypnotize Sandra, and she's going to describe the one who'll enter next. Oh, no. All right, now, quiet. Wait a minute. Quiet, please. Sandra, sleep. Sleep. Drowsy. Look into the future. Tell us, Sandra, describe the person who will enter that door next. Speak.
A man. A small, thin man. Curly hair. A slight mustache. Eyes close together. Sunken chest. And he walks with a slight limp.
Hey, that's Georgie.
Georgie Welton.
Yeah, he's coming tonight. That's him exactly.
Did you say Georgie Welton?
Sure, you know him.
Yes, I know him.
The man.
She's saying something else.
The man. Oh, there's something wrong with him. He's in danger. In trouble. Yes, he doesn't know it. But he's approaching something terrible.
Sandra, wake up. Wake up!
Oh, what happened this time? What did I say? Well, why is everybody staring at me so strangely?
Oh, it's Georgie. For the love of Mike, where you been?
I've been busy.
Sandra was right. She guessed it. It was you.
Hey, what was me?
Oh, she sure hit it.
Oh, it is uncanny. How do you do it, Sandra?
What are you talking about?
That's what I want to know.
Oh, nothing, Georgie. Forget it. Go on out into the kitchen. Help yourself. Anything you want.
Yeah, thanks. Well, what's out here?
Hello, Georgie.
Cartier,
What's the matter, Georgie? You look a bit pale.
what are you doing here?
Waiting for you, Georgie. Where you been hiding?
What do you want?
I want to make a little deal about that check I gave you. I'd like to get it squared up.
What kind of a deal?
Well, you see, I'm a little short of cash right now, and I knew you could use some, so I thought I might give you this ring. It's worth a couple of $1,000. Be a good deal. How about it?
Well, you see, I ain't got the check no more.
Where is it?
I sold it to Groberg.
Why'd you do that?
I needed the dough.
Well, you can get it back and still have some left.
Yeah, I could, only...
What's the matter with you?
Ain't you heard?
Heard what?
Groberg's dead.
Dead? Dead? When did this happen?
Well, this evening at his office. Say he committed suicide.
What do you know? Poor old Grolberg. I guess he got up against the wall. Huh?
Yeah. Gee, I
What's wrong?
feel kind of sick and kind of dizzy.
It's pretty hot tonight. Come on over to the window. The air will help you. Here, drink this.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks.
Now, about this check. I'd like to have it. Take a look at this ring. This ring would make it more than worth your efforts in getting that check into my hands. You understand? I don't want anything like that hanging over me when I can possibly avoid
it. Everybody happy? That's him. That's Ralph.
Oh, my football hero.
Ralph, where have you been?
Well, I got delayed over in Jersey. Hi, gang.
You know everybody.
Yeah, sure. Say, has the fight started yet? I got to hear that.
Oh, it's on now. Radio's in the bedroom. First round's just over.
Yeah, well, I'm betting kind of heavy on cats. Say, anybody want to bet? I'm offering 10 to 1.
How much you say you were offering?
10 to 1.
I'll take some of that.
Okay. How much?
Oh, I've got 200 to put on Murray.
Well, now, that's a bet. Are you sure you can spare it?
I'm worrying about you.
Don't worry about me. No, sir. Well, turn it up. I want to hear it.
They come into the ring dancing. There goes Katz. He's a little groggy after that last one, but he's working hard now. There. Katz lands a left to the jaw, a right, a left, onto the... Oh, a hard left to Murray's stomach. And Murray looks a little tired, but he's in there punching. Yes, he's in there. Yes, oh, he landed a left to Katz's button. And he's following it right through. A left to the jaw, another one, and there he goes. Katz is down. He's down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's out. Murray is the winner.
Turn it off. Well, you win, fella. Here you are.
Thank
Truth
you.
out.
Thank you.
Say, where'd you get that hunch, Cartier?
I don't know, Jerry. I'm sure I don't know.
Oh, somebody else coming late, ain't they?
Yes?
What's going on here?
A party. Come on in, join us.
Thanks. On in, Murphy. Any of you people know George Welton?
Sure, we all do.
You know where he is?
He's here.
Oh, yeah, he's been here for some time.
Where is he?
Why, he's... Hey, who are you? What do you want?
Police headquarters.
Police?
Oh, what's he done?
I didn't say he done anything. Where is he?
Georgie? Hey, where is Georgie?
He was out in the kitchen.
Well, get him, Bella. What's he done, officer? You've been here all evening.
Hey, Jerry, he isn't here.
Well, look in the bedroom.
He's not here either. But how on earth did he get out?
You want to know?
Well, why keep us in the dark?
He went out through the window.
Why, that's ridiculous. There's no fire escape.
That's right. We just found him 8 stories below on the sidewalk. We found this note on him. Said he was sick and he was going to end it all. That makes it a clear case of suicide.
Oh, I
Suicide, huh? I thought he was acting funny.
Poor George. What a shame. I can't imagine what came over him.
Well, gee, she told us it was going to happen. I thought she was kidding.
Yeah, who told you?
Why, Sandra over there. She told us before George came in the room that he was approaching something terrible, that he was in trouble.
How'd she know that?
I don't know. We were kidding, and Cartier hypnotized her, and she described Georgie as the next one to enter, and then she told about something going to happen to him.
Oh, is that so? Well, who is she?
Sandra Hale.
Sandra Hale. Are you Cartier?
That's right.
What do you know about this Sandra Hale?
Well, I found that she was a very easy subject to hypnotize.
Hey, I'll bet that's how he knew who was going to win that fight tonight.
Yes, that's right. Under hypnosis, she has an uncanny power to see into the future.
What's the matter with her now? Why is she sitting over there in the corner?
Yeah, what's she staring at?
I just better ask her a few questions.
I'd rather you didn't just now.
Oh, yes? Why
Well,
not?
I hypnotized her and...
Yeah, why?
I wanted to see if she could tell me the winner in the derby tomorrow, and, well, and you came in, and that sort of broke my control. I found it very difficult to snap her out of it quickly. I'll let her alone for a few minutes, and I'll get her out.
What's she staring at? What's she got in her hand?
She's mumbling something.
Wait a minute. Whose ring is this she's holding?
It's mine. In order to put the subject under, he must stare into a shining object.
Miss Hale. Miss Hale.
I asked you not to bother her.
Yeah? Miss Hale. Why, she's in a trance. Miss Hale, did you see George Welton in trouble?
Falling through space. Dying. He's dead.
Did he jump?
Yes. No. He's being forced. Forced to do something.
Against his will?
Yes. He's writing. Writing something.
Hey, Joe, give me that suicide note, quick. Miss Hale, take this. Is he writing this note?
Yes. But he doesn't know it. Someone is dictating to him. I'm dictating to him.
You? What else do you see?
A shining object. It's blinding.
Go on.
Now he's sitting behind a desk.
The thin man? George?
No. He is bushy-haired and fat. He's high up. He is bushy-haired and fat, with a large nose, a mustache.
Sandra, wake up.
Leave
Wake
her
up.
alone, will you? Leave her alone.
She's in bad shape. I tell you, something might happen to her.
A bushy-haired fat man at a desk. What's he doing?
There's a gun on the desk. He's staring at something. Something bright. He's saying something. No. Someone else is saying something. I am saying something to him.
Does this fat man have a gold front tooth?
Gold front tooth. Yes.
Hey, that's a perfect description of Goldberg, Georgie's partner.
Certainly is. He shot himself tonight. Is someone dictating to him?
Yes. I am.
You? Are you in the same room?
No. I am standing on the curb below. I am looking up and mumbling.
What are you mumbling?
Pick up gun. Only way out. Against your temple. Fire.
Let her alone. You're killing her. Sandra! Sandra!
What was the bright object he was staring at?
I don't know. Yes, I see it. I see it now.
Is it a ring?
Yes, a ring. A shining cat's eye. I must escape.
The same ring the thin man saw before he fell?
The same. I must escape.
The same you're staring at now?
The same. Cat's eye! Cat's eye! Cartier! Cartier! I'm Cartier! I killed them both!
What do you know about this? Oh, I know. She knows.
Well, Cartier, how do you like that? Hey, where is he?
Wait, Cartier's gone.
You dope, why didn't you stay at the door?
Well, I tried to.
Hey, anybody leave this room, Murphy?
Well, yeah, the fellow went upstairs, but nobody went down.
Upstairs, that's him. Murphy, downstairs and cover the elevator. Come on, Joe. He's probably making for the roof. We'll go after him.
Time. More time. One more floor. I need time. Time. One more floor. There it is. The door to the roof. 15 feet to that other roof. I can make it. I've got to make it. 15 feet or 15 stories straight down. 15 feet or 15 stories.
Cartier, stop! Don't jump!
Well, Cartier, there you are, 15 stories down. This is one trick you must. Maybe this is what Goldberg meant when he said,
"The end of a great career."
Too bad, Cartier, that you didn't know what I know. A woman was your nemesis, Cartier. Yes, a woman. A beautiful blonde with blue eyes. Remember Sandra? Yes, Sandra. You really hypnotized Goldberg and Georgie, and Sandra, too, the first time, but not the second time. Sandra was faking then. She was too strong-willed for you. She was faking. She suspected you, and for good reason. She had married Grolberg a month ago. It was Sandra who pointed you out to the man at the station. Yes, Cartier, a woman was your nemesis.
CBS has presented The Whistler. Original music for this production was composed and conducted by Wilbur Hatch. The Whistler is written and directed by J. Donald Wilson and originates from Columbia Square in Hollywood. Next week, same time.
I, the Whistler, will return to tell you another unusual tale. Good night.
This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Yeah, I really did have a good time listening to these ones. And for my point of view on these kind of things is I watch a lot of different horror movies and the occasional mysteries and things like that. And very few times does it take place from the perspective of the killer, with the exception of things like Behind the Mask of Leslie Vernon. I think that's the name of it. JL, get back to me on that. You would probably know. Uh, but there are very few of them where it would take place within the mindset and through the eyes of the killer themselves. And to be able to sit back and watch as their plan unfolds, and you can see the different areas where as long as something doesn't mess up, they're going to get away with this kind of a crime. And somehow, some way, the universe intervenes, and the crime is solved, and justice is served. And that's just kind of the way I think it's really fun to listen to these kind of things, because there are very few stories or movies or TV shows where it shows it from that kind of a perspective. So it's always fun to sit back and kind of listen to these kind of things, and especially with radio and the oldness of it, and you can actually imagine and hear the different sounds of the things going on around the person at the point in time, and you get to unleash the theater of the mind and just have fun with it. And it's a lot more fun that way, I think, because you don't have all of the commercials that they have now on a lot of the mobile devices. You have to watch certain amount of commercials on YouTube or on Tubi or things like that, where they have to use those commercials to pay for their revenue of what they're doing. And sometimes, yes, there are commercials in some of these older ones, but they find different fun ways of integrating it, like having the main character suddenly break out into a commercial for cereal, and suddenly they're sitting there in the kitchen and trying to get a little kid to eat cornflakes, Eat these bits of cardboard. They'll taste good and they'll be good for you. Add milk and add fruit and they'll get you through until lunch. It'll make your day good. Start it off with Wheaties or whatever it was. Chex Rice Mix and things like that. It's just always fun to go back to some of these older shows and see how they had a little bit more fun with some of the commercials and things like that too. And it's things that are kind of lacking, except for with some of the different ones on YouTube or things like that, where they have a sponsor for their show. They'll have something like Manscaping or what was it, Cloak brand clothing, and they have to find a different way to integrate whatever they're going to be talking about into their show. And sometimes they'll just kind of cut and make their own commercial And that's kind of fun. But when they can actually sit down and have fun with it, like on the Disposable podcast with Markiplier, Bob, and Wade, they have fun with making their own commercials for their show that they do, and you can tell they have a good time doing it, and they actually sit down and plan it out and just have a good time. And a lot of times I like to try and plan out my shows, and I know I haven't really done uh, like my fireside chats in a while, and I'm thinking I might do one of those here soon, because there are different things that have come up that I thought would make some fun episodes to do. And I even have some maybe movie reviews I might do here soon. But, I'm not sponsored by anybody. If anything could sponsor me, it'd probably be like Monster Energy drink, or any kind of coffee out there, or coffee with Coke with vanilla, because it's amazing. But, I like to have fun with my channel, and I do like to kind of plan out to an extent what my content is going to be, but usually, like you folks know, I go off on tangents, and I just like to have fun. And I like to have you guys in my den to have fun with me, and to get a break from the craziness of the world outside. And we know how crazy it can be, and how crazy it still is. And so, if you want to help me out, please go ahead and hit that like button, because that'll definitely give the YouTube something to look at. And if you want to help out even more, please leave a comment. I love reading those and replying to as many of them as I can. And it'll also feed the old algorithm, because feeding Al Gore is something we all need to do. And of course, if you have any friends that like old-time radio shows, please share this with them and let them have a half-hour break from their life and just to have a good time. And if you want to help out even more, remember, just because they say we don't need to mask up anymore, does not mean we do not need to mask up. Masking up will help us keep each other safe. And we're still able to get sick, so if you get sick, you can spread it about. Wearing a mask will help you from spreading it. And if you haven't yet, please go out and get your booster shot. I still got to make my appointment for my booster, but I have gotten my vaccination. And so I'm pretty proud about that. And it'll also help keep the herd immunity there. And also, if we can, please social distance, because keeping each other separate will keep each other safe. And of course, that'll help those out there who cannot go out and get their shots because of certain medical reasons or other things like that. And it'll keep them safe too. And I know of at least 2 of them out there that I know have this problem. And one of them is here in my den with me. But I love all you bipeds, quadrupeds, and even the occasional dinosaurs so much. So, until next time, Wolf out.
Let's see it.